Good morning, everyone. This is Mighty K9 tuning in. Excuse my stuffy nose again. My allergies are also not treating me right today. But today I wanted to kind of briefly talk about a question that I got recently when this person was like, I was walking Anya over here, my little female. She's my little baby girl. Anya, say hi. What's up? Oh my God. I swear in their past lives they were like goats or something, just munching on grass. Anya, can you stop? Anya, stop. Thank you. But yeah, so I was walking Anya, I think in a shopping center. Yeah, it was like a shopping center, like on the sidewalk, because we were going to the pet store, and then this person asked, I could tell she wanted to pet, Anya, because she was like staring at her. And then when we got up close, she was like, oh, I love Rottweilers. I've never seen a Rottweiler like this little. Because Anya's only like, I think, she's probably like 70 pounds, 72 pounds or something. She's a little athlete. And when she asked like, oh, is she friendly? And, I told her, I was like, nah, she's not friendly. She doesn't really like being touched like that, Then her second question after that was, oh, is she aggressive? And then I was, after that, I was just like, I mean, she's, she's a rough little dog. And, she's just not the type to immediately, want to get petted if she doesn't know you like that, unless she has like several interactions with you, then she's like a sweetheart, as you see her right now, because she trusts you, you know what I mean? So I guess to emphasize a little bit more into that, all dogs have different levels of aggression, you know what I mean? So, these guys, all of them, they have aggression, but that's not a bad thing. That just means that the better question, I think, is like, do they make good decisions, And that answer is yes. They're not just like loose cannons walking in public trying to go rampant like they have rabies and just try to bite everything and everyone, you know what I mean? There's very specific situations that applies to their characters, and not just the breed. Like, don't believe in all this breed nonsense, like breed this, breed that. Like, all dogs have different personalities to them. Yeah, the breed is a factor, of course, but but even in Rottweilers, they're all different, like some are more primal than others, some Rottweilers are like super freaking friendly, like they'll never bite anything, like they're just different personalities. You have to, understand that that's part of the dog life. For these guys to show aggression, it would have to be like out of a very hostile situation that is obviously outside of normal, you know what I mean? Like someone antagonizing their pack, like myself or one of them or themselves, for them to show aggression, you know what I mean? And that's just because that's part of their instinct. to, you know, to have self-control, to only really show aggression like that when it's like an emergency. If you know, if there's a hostile situation where, you know, we could be in trouble. And oh, there's Kaiser. Kaiser, come here, boy. Kaiser. And Kaiser, over here. Caesar, ew. Stop. Caesar. Off. Thank you. Good boy. So, where was I? Oh yeah, so, you know, also part of the personality is like, you know, these dogs are like predators, you know what I mean? They're not just gonna touch like everyone and anything, trying to immediately, like, you know, pet them out of nowhere. Kaiser, over here. Little stride. Think of it like this, you know, they're animals. If you're in the wild and you see a wolf, you're not just gonna go up and pet them. The wolf's gonna be like, who are you? You know, they don't know if you're trying to, if you're trying to kill them or eat them, or if they don't know if you're like prey or something, you know. So you can't just assume, like, the dogs aren't people. You can't just be like, oh, you know, are they friendly? Like, what do you think I'm gonna be like? Oh yeah, like, yeah, they friendly, they love, like, some dogs, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, some dogs love getting petted by everyone and anything, you know. But you have to understand, that's not common. You know, there's a lot of dogs that don't like to be touched, you know what I mean, by strangers. There's a lot of dogs that do like to get petted by strangers. Like, it depends on what their personality is, you know what I mean? For mines in particular, like, if you have several interactions with them, you know, like if you start taking them outside, like on walks or whatever, like, you know, if I'm like out of town and you know, they have a caretaker and stuff like that, obviously they're going to be cool with you because they trust you. You know, they know you're not going to try to do no harm to them. You know, they know that their interactions with you are not bad. So they start being way more laid back, you know. Obviously then you can pet them, you know, they'll listen to you and stuff like that. So that's just how dogs are, man. They adapt to the environment. That being said, each dog carries different personalities and instincts. Factors are the breed and also their bloodlines. Who were their parents? What did the parents do? Kaiser, come here. And then secondly, you know, after that is the training. How much self-control have you taught them? You know what I mean? Like, training also boosts up their confidence. It also boosts up their, obviously, their physical genetics as well. And what was the other one I'm gonna say? I love it when they play around like that. But but I mean, you can see even from when they play, you know, like, they trust each other so much, you know, that they can play rough with one another like that. It's the same way with people. If they trust you, they'll be totally cool with you. They're not going to try to get you or nothing like that. But that takes time and bonding. So damn, I'm just whooping that behind. Kaiser is the number one in the pack, but Anya is just she's a little bullet, man. Like, don't let her size fool you. She is athletic, explosive, and powerful for that little size of hers. And she has a lot of endurance for a Rottweiler. Yeah, I'm talking about you, girl. Yeah, are you gonna be on camera? Yeah, say hi to everybody. So yeah, I'm not gonna make this take forever. Damn, I'm already at 10 minutes. Moral of the story is, it's okay, like, if someone says, like, the dog isn't friendly, like, that's cool, you know what I mean? That just means they're not that laid back. You know, it doesn't mean the dog is like a freaking menace to society and is like running rampant like he got rabies or something, okay? Like, it's totally cool. That the lady I spoke with about that was very understanding, very nice about it, you know, and I could tell that's definitely, it was a good learning experience for her. And Anya actually like ended up like sniffing her hand. Like, she went up to her and gave her a little sniff, and then the lady was able to like pat her side like real quick, you know. So there was a happy ending. But yeah, if you feel like there's anything I left out or anything else you were curious about, you know, definitely leave it in the comments below. And you know, I definitely have an open mind. Like, you know, don't feel shy if you feel like, you know, you disagree, or if you agree, you know what I mean, and you want to get more into depth of what I was talking about. Don't be shy about it. I love this, you know. I love the dog life. I love seeing their interactions and how they adapt and everything. Like I said the other day, it's like Nat Geo. So like, comment, and subscribe. See you later.